Good evening. It is Friday, December 5th, and it is time to get to work. It's been a week. Well, not really. It's been a week since I've done a video. I have been driving this week, which I'm going to catch you up right now on what's happened so far this week. But as you can see on the screen, Mystro's back. Mystro's update that I talked about previously has dropped, and the app has been updated. And we're going to talk about that and go over some of the new features. I did use it a little bit yesterday, and yeah, I think they've fixed some of the kinks that were in there, and we're going to put it to the test tonight and see how it goes. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Lyft and their auto accept. And there was one other thing that I wanted to talk about, and I can't remember what it is, but it'll probably come to me. Just some of the videos that have been coming out recently, like from the Rideshare professor and some other people on the YouTube. Just the negativity, it's kind of out of control, and we'll talk a little bit about that as well. But in the meantime, let me catch you up on my week and what's happened so far. So there you go. There's my week right now. Excuse me, 371, and then on Lyft. Let's see, what have I done on Lyft? Not much. I've not done much. 4250. Just Lyft's ride quality has really gone in the toilet. And I don't know what's going on there, but I mean, it really has. And I just haven't been, everything that comes in is basically getting punted. As you can see, I mean, I've accepted 5 out of 24 rides so far, with Lyft. So yeah, it's been pretty bad. Which, you know, Uber's been picking up the slack, obviously, as you can see. So it's been pretty good. But right now, let me talk about tonight. Sacramento, there's nothing going on. There's like 0 events happening. Everything is like small clubs and stuff like that. There's really nothing going on. So I'm pretty wide open. Mystro is going to come into play with this night, just because of the geographic restrictions. How that's been updated is going to help me out, I think. So we're going to see how that works out. If it doesn't, I will go back to Gig U or figure something else out. But in the meantime, I'm going to give it a good run tonight and see how it plays out and see how it works. So without further ado, let's do this. Well, no, let's turn the apps on. And
turn on Uber.
Okay.
Lyft online.
We'll turn on Uber. Lyft's online. Let's get this night started right, as every Friday night should, with a little Monster. And yeah. The night can officially start now. Yeah, so I'm going to see what's going to happen here. Maybe make my way downtown. I looked at the queue earlier. Yeah, I kind of figured it would be like that right now. Before I started my charge, there was like 40 cars in the queue, and no one was there. And I think that's because there's usually like a rush at like 6 o'clock at night or 7 o'clock at night on flights, and everyone was out of there, but now everyone's back, which doesn't surprise me. So as you can see, I think it's going to be some slim pickings tonight, or I'm going to have to really grind it out. Speaking of grinding it out, tonight's goal right up here, 225. That is a big stretch goal. That is going to be challenging to get to 225. So I'm going to have to really grind it out to get there, but I'm in for the duration to try to make that happen tonight. So we'll see. All right. Let me figure out where I'm going to go, what I'm going to do right now, and I will be back, of course, throughout the night with updates. We'll talk about Mystro, we'll talk about Lyft, we'll talk about the negativity that's out there right now, and whatever else comes to my mind. And maybe just a flow of conscience tonight. You never know. Never know what's going to happen, especially as the night goes on and gets later. You just never know. Anyway, it's good to be back. I'm looking forward to tonight, driving tomorrow night as well. I am making a video tomorrow night, so you'll see that. And then, yeah, so that's what's happening. All right, let me get rolling here, and we'll see how this night plays out. All right, I'll be back. Well, that didn't take long. Mystro took a crap on me, and it got all hung up, and so I turned it off. I can't have that. I was really hoping that it would work out. I'll try it again maybe later, but it was just hanging up. It doesn't, I don't think it likes the setup on the screen where I can split do 2 apps at once. Maybe that's what's throwing it off. I'm not really sure. It could be, and maybe I'll try that later. But right now, I turned it off because it was kind of glitching out on me. I got an error code. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, it was rejecting rides that when I was getting to where I am right now, it was kicking out rides like it should, which is good. And then it said there was a match ride, radar ride that came in that it should have matched me with. But it got hung up. It said that it auto accepted it, but then the app Uber, it like went away. So I don't know what happened there. I don't know if the ride got taken by someone else or if the app Mystro did something to it. Not sure. Anyway, high hopes come crashing down. But we will give it another go later on. I'm going to see. I think maybe it's the fact that I have both 2 apps on the screen at one time, and maybe it doesn't like that. So we'll see. If that's the case, I can fix that. That's pretty easy to do. But yeah. Made my way a little closer to downtown. Haven't gotten much action at all. So we'll see what happens here. I'm going to keep kind of making my way down there to see what I can find, and hopefully get some rides going here. Slim pickings right now. And I bet, if I'm not mistaken, I bet you there is a shit ton of drivers. There's one guy next to me. Will it show me downtown? No, that's too far away, I think. Here, not too many. Downtown, I bet you there's a lot. All right. This has been a lackluster start so far. Are we gonna do that? No. Maybe. I don't think I'm gonna get that one. Which is kind of a questionable ride to begin with. Yeah, that 84 cents is not really great. I think, do I kill it? Or let it see what happens? I don't know. Indecision right now. I am in indecision mode. And I think right now it's because there's just not a lot going on. And see, this is a much better ride. I'll match on that. I'm killing this one. There we go. Boom. Perfect. Where's that going? Oh, it wants me to go backwards. All right, I got to turn around and get Scott here, and finally we're going to get rolling. All right, I will be back with updates and hopefully better news with my night. So we'll see what happens. All right, I'll be back. All right, so quick update. I got Mystro back on running. Basically, Mystro does not like the split screen. It doesn't work with that. Also, it's having some issues. Oh, look at that. Well, there we go. Dang, I wonder where I'm going. Anyway, what I was going to say is it does not like the split screen. It struggles with that. And I was going to go over some of the updates, but apparently I got to go do this ride. So let me do this ride. I'll come back here in a little bit and go over that and provide a better update than this. All right, I'll be back. All right, quick update. I wanted to kind of go over some of the new features at Lyft, that Mystro. Man, who am I? The Mystro has. Unfortunately, Mystro will not allow me to record the screen, so I'm using my phone here to show you what's going on within Mystro. So this may get a little awkward for me because I got to be able to navigate, but I can't really see. Anyway, one of the new features of Mystro is the ability to draw individual areas that you want to either include or exclude. And this is on the auto reject. So all those red areas are areas that I do not want to accept a ride. That's a new feature. Before it was really cumbersome to be able to do that. Now it's really easy. And basically you just draw on the screen where you don't want to pick up rides, and it saves them all individually, which is awesome. Makes it really great. The other new feature that they have, let's get out of here, is on the history. They have the offers page here, and it shows what rides you've taken and accepted, but it also shows on the trips basically what you've accepted for the day, the week, the month, the year, and it tallies it all up for you now, which is kind of cool. It takes it a minute to get the information. There it is. So it defaults to the last 7 days, and there you can see this week, this month, and then you can customize it, and then you can do today. So that's a new feature as well within the app, and I like that. That's a really good summary of what you've done. If you're not using another app to do that, I mean, Mystro can do it for you, which I think is a pretty good deal. Anyway, what I found, I'm going to go off the screen here for Mystro. What I found is Mystro does not like the split screen, which I use, which I have been using. It likes it when it's a standalone thing, just one app on the screen. So once I went back to that, it's been doing great. It's been rejecting rides it should reject, accepting the ones that it should accept, and it's been right on par. Really good. I mentioned that Lyft has brought out an auto accept feature within the app that you can basically set a dollar value that it'll auto accept those rides if it meets that dollar value or more. Here's the problem with that. A $10 ride may be $10, but it also could be $10 going 20 miles, which is 50 cents a mile, right? So that is not a profitable ride. I don't care who you are, that is just not profitable. So using that feature is really not a benefit as far as making profitable rides and driving for profitable rides, which is the name of the game. I think the drivers that are going to end up using that are the drivers that don't have a driver strategy. They don't know what their cost is, and they're just turning that on because they just think it's just going to accept rides for them. But not all rides are good rides, and you need to figure that out. I've said it multiple times. Know your cost, develop a driver strategy around that cost, and accept rides that meet that strategy. Mystro, great tool for that. GigU, excellent tool for it. And that helps to keep you focused and honest to your driver strategy, which is going to help you become profitable. I think that I see where Lyft is going with that. Basically, they're going to loop a bunch of people into using that, and they're going to it's just going to accept all the shit rides, and you're going to be stuck with a bunch of crappy rides that you're not really making any money on. They're costing you money to do, and that's not a benefit. So my recommendation, if it's rolled out in your area and it's available, I would not turn it on. I don't think it's a benefit. I think it's going to hurt you. just because I see the kind of rides that they throw out, and they're really, really, really trying to get it down to the 60 to 65, 67 cents per mile is kind of like what they're looking for, unless they're kind of forced to pay more. Uber, for some reason, Uber is just not as bad. That like something happened. They still have shitty rides. They still have rides that are ridiculous. But it's right now it's not as bad as Lyft. Lyft is pretty bad. So anyway, Mystro doing well. Great job on the update to the guys at Mystro. It really is working well. One of the cool things that they did to fix the stability issue with Uber is what it does now is it pauses the request. It doesn't log you off. It puts you on a pause on receiving requests.
Accepting Uber ride.
All right. Let's see if we're going to get this. Great job figuring that out, because that really helps, because then when I'm in an Uber ride, okay, accept it. You should accept that. There, I'll do it for you. All right, I gotta go pick up Ray. Let's go get Ray and get this ride done, and we'll get our night going. And I'll be back here in a little bit with another update and let you know how the night goes. All right, I'll be back. All right, quick update. The last passenger that I just dropped off is the closest that I've come to having someone barf in my car. She said she was going to throw up. I pulled over immediately on Folsom Boulevard and told her to get out to go throw up. Well, I told her to get out, and then she looked at me like I was kicking her out of the car, and I said, to throw up. I said, you can't be in the car. You need to get out and go throw up on the sidewalk. Go over there, but get out of the car. She basically rolled out, crawled onto the sidewalk, hurled, laid there for a minute, and then eventually said she was all right, and I got her home. But if you don't have these little barf bags, I would highly recommend getting these barf bags. They have come in handy on multiple occasions, and with this lady, they definitely did. Although she didn't barf in the bag when she got back in the car, but she did drop the bag, and I was like, what the? And I was on the freeway, and there was nothing I can do. But anyway, way too close. And she was like in her 40s. This isn't some teen, 20-something, but Christmas parties, she got the best of her. Anyway, let's update some totals, give you some update of where I'm at right now. As you can see on the screen right now, Lyft, $227. That's one ride and a cancellation fee for them. Let's go look at Uber. $104 right now for Uber. Yeah, the goal is going to be tough. I think I'm going to have a hard time. I got an hour to go. I'm going to try to get to maybe Folsom right now. I'm deep in Rancho Cordova right now, out in the south area, as you can see here on the screen. And I got to get from there up to there, and that's a haul. I'll probably go out White Rock and get up there if I can. But I'd like to close it out in Folsom, see if I can get some more rides, but I'm definitely coming up short on the goal tonight, which is upsetting, but it's been a slow night, to say the least. Anyway, that's where I'm at right now. The next update that I'll give will be from the garage, and we'll wrap this night up. Yeah, so I'll see you here in a little bit. I'll be back. Alrighty, that's a wrap on the night. Pretty mediocre night, I'll say that. Numbers are already on the screen. You can see that right now. $127.40 for Uber, $22.57 for Lyft. I did one ride and I had a cancellation fee for Lyft for $2. So that pretty much does my night. That's my night there. Yeah, it was pretty slow. We are in Christmas party time. I did pick up some Christmas party people, but other than that, it was pretty dead. out there, which I kind of had a feeling it was going to be, just because there's nothing really going on right now in town. No events, no nothing. I mean, like, between now and I think New Year's, there's like nothing. Not even no Kings games, no nothing. So it's going to be kind of slow, I think, for these next couple weekends. And I'm only driving, I think I have 2 more weeks of driving before Christmas. I'll be off on Christmas, so I won't be driving then. I will be back in time for New Year's, though, and drive then. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's going to put a wrap on tonight. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions regarding Mystro, and leave a comment down below if you have any. If you have a comment regarding the auto accept for Lyft, if you're using it. I'm kind of curious to know how it's working for you. But again, my opinion is don't use it, just because you just don't want those rides, yeah. Oops, I gotta put the car in the garage. I will say this: Tesla gave owners full self-drive for the month of December into January, and I'm gonna tell you, FSD 14 is legit. It still has a couple little quirks, couple little things that where it kind of gets confused and doesn't know what to do, but otherwise it's pretty good. It's not ready for prime time pretty good. Like, you could sit in the passenger seat and not be, paying attention. You still got to pay attention, but overall it's pretty good. I've been using it quite a bit with passengers in the car. They don't even notice that it's not me driving, which is kind of surprising. But yeah, it's been good. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. If you made it this far in the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you, all the new subscribers. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate all my subscribers. And yeah, that'll do it. I will be back at it tomorrow night, and there'll be a video for that too. So I'll see you then. All right, thanks.